you realize that government is the center of all the problems. You have professionals in the built environment. You have the architects, you have the builders, you have the land surveyors, you have the county surveyors, you have the town planners. All you need to do is to use these people in collaboration with the agencies that are existing. In no way will an ANC government just take up tractors and start demolition. It is never going to happen. The work of the government is to secure the life of the people and make mass housing and affordable housing for people. That is not being done in Lagos. The government just want to hijack land and use it to create. And everywhere. In fact, there was a place at Cartel in Ethiopia where the Lagos State government said they want to do road. They started the road and the drainage. People were fine, no problem. All of a sudden, they just came and started demolishing the house around those places. But when you said, we didn't send them to demolish to that extent, and we come, it never came. Those people are homeless to date. The ANC government will never have done such. Forced mass housing. The lands in Lagos should be majorly used for mass housing. If investors want to invest and the investment is going to benefit the Lagos State government, we are going to look for land for them that will benefit the people. But the first primary activity and the duty of the government is to provide mass housing. Now, private investors have taken over housing. Housing is very expensive in Lagos. People are paying 2 million, 3 million, 4 million to rent an apartment for a year. This is the amount people use in building those days. Because the government has left that department or that sector for private sectors, which is sad. That's one. Two, demolition will never be done in this way. If you have built illegally, either by your fault or by the fault of the government agencies playing with corruption, you need to shall be corrupt officials. The agencies are telling you the professional in this environment. The agencies are very corrupt. They are corrupt. And the government is also assisting in the corruption, because where an officer in an agency wants to do what is right and he gets called from above and they say, let him build it. That's how we have a legal structure. Just because people have built a legal structure doesn't mean the interest of the government just render them homeless. We are going to write and serve all those people so that they will understand why these structures are illegal. Those that deserve to be compensated will be compensated. Those that do not deserve to be compensated, definitely you cannot build under a power line. Yes, let's say the agency has been corrupt, they allowed you to build, but you yourself can see this is the power line and you built under. Nobody is going to compensate you. Nobody. What we are going to do is to make sure that we fish out all those agencies that gave you the approval. That's the compensation. But if you build 5 meters away from a canal and there's a reason for us to extend that canal, we will compensate you because you have followed the law of the setback. If you build 7 meters away from a drainage or 2 meters away from a drainage and there's a need for us to extend because the government wants to make things more better, we will compensate whatever part that drainage takes of your building because you follow the law. That is how the process is done. Then finally, the building system or the way construction is done in Lagos must be digitalized. It must be digitalized, including existing structures and new structures. The process of getting approval from the agencies is very taxing and difficult. People can send their drawings online. People can send all the necessary receipts, all the necessary drawings, architectural drawing, mechanical drawing, land survey online. And we check it out. Okay, all your drawings is checked. You have professionals, because the government has a list of all professionals in the industry. If they don't have it as a joke, they must have it. Oh, the person signed is a professional, your drawing is correct, you have not broken any law, carry on, pay this. Don't carry on, go and do this. All these things can be done online. It must be digitalized. Then those that have even built already, they must submit all these documents so the government can check it and tell you what to do. This is what you don't need to do. This is what should not be in your housing. But we don't have that. Everything is just do anyhow. That is what ANC government is going to do.
Now, let me just take you back a bit, because when part of what you said is it would have done differently was to fish out this so-called saboteurs.
Yes.
What do you expect, or what should have been done by this present government instead of the people bearing the brunt of government's incompetence? Why is the Lagos State government not purging internal saboteurs and collaborators whose approvals and negligence enabled these buildings in the first instance?
I'll answer the question very straight. It's because the government is also involved. You cannot stop corruption when you are corrupt. It's not possible. It's not possible. The government is involved. By the time you want to hold Mr. Lagbaja for what he has done, he will tell you it was somebody in the government, one commissioner, one governor, one minister that told him to go ahead. If you want to catch Mr. B, we tell you it's one big man that knows a particular governor, that knows a particular minister. They are involved. They will not. That is why the people need to realize that for them to get a better society, they must get people that are fresh, not people that are naive. We are not naive politicians. We understand what is going on. But people that are fresh and have no link to the existing system that is destroying this country. Every sector is suffering, not just the construction sector alone. This corruption that we're talking about is in every sector. And those that will wipe it off must be revolutionary in their mind and say, see, you either stop this corruption or the corruption, we are going to stop you. You either stop it, and we must fish them out. And you are not necessarily going to take all of them and go and drop them in jail. No. In fact, I used to tell people that if you are going to arrest all the criminals in this country, the percentage that will be left, you will be very surprised. Because a lot of people have been forced into this corruption. But they will pay for it. Even in the professionals, there are professionals that are also part of this corruption. They will pay for it. There are different methods to make sure people answer for their crimes. So that you are doing this so that one, people that are going to be doing this work will not go back to source. Everybody will know it's no longer business as usual. We must do our job. That's one. Two, people will see that, oh, it's not just about them suffering when they were given approval, and the people that give them approval are just dancing and they have spent the money that they gave to them, they have used it to settle themselves while they are suffering. That's what we'll do differently. But I can bet it with you that the government of Babajide Sanwo-Olu can never do that. What they will continue to do is this drama that is going on. We demolish, the governor will not talk. He will act like he's, government is not involved. They'll send a commissioner, like their boy, go down, be facing them, and you'll be speaking English like it's right. But it's wrong. You can't demolish people's properties after giving them approval by the government without fishing out those people that give them approval, whether illegal or illegal approval. So that's what we'll do differently.
The Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway and the demolitions of the Landmark Beach. We'd like to get your perspective on this.
I will say we are joking in this country, honestly speaking. Now, this project, the dream of this project has been on for many years, not now. And if you look at the length of that project, it's not a 2 years project, it's not a 3 years project, maybe 8 or 7 years or 6 years. So you want to destroy the life of the people for an 8 years project. Whereas the existing road that there's nobody at the side, which is maybe just bushes and river, you are not ready to make that road better. But you just want to create one elephant project that some people will get some money on. There are rumors that, maybe I saw a tweet from Atiku, and I was laughing. If an Atiku is saying the truth, you must be wondering what has gone on. That probably the contractor is a friend to the president or something. It's a shame that you want to destroy people's home, that you told them a project is coming, that they should avoid this place, and they did avoid those places. Now you want to hit into their homes. It's a shame. First of all, that you want to go and demolish, and you have started demolishing already. People come and build a recreation center that the government will never do themselves. You went there, demolished it. A lot of people are a bit hostile to them because they are rich people, but we fight for both the rich and the poor. It doesn't matter.
I'm even concerned about those. I mean, we are even concerned about those who lives within those coastal communities.
Yes.
I mean, there have been fears, there have been concerns being raised, and nobody seems to be speaking for them at this time.
Yes.
I mean, what should government be concerned about, or should be doing for those within those coastal communities?
We tell them first they should not demolish those communities. Those communities are ancient communities, and those communities have obeyed the law of the shoreline, even the one the government gave them. And they should take their road back to the sea. They should go back to the sea. They shouldn't disturb those people. That's one. Two, and this might sound a bit strange to Nigerians and to Lagosians. There are investigations and theories that Lagos is sinking. They have. People have done some investigation that there are some cities that are sinking, and Lagos is part of the city. And their prediction is 30 to 50 years. There was a time it was 50 to 70 years. But when they look at the development in some other cities that is surprising the fact that is going on that they didn't plan. This is not supposed to be happening, it's already happening. They have shifted it to 30 to 50 years. There is no local investigation on that issue. That what's even going on under our soil. Nobody's saying anything. We just want to build. Now, if I was in government as a person who understands built environment, first of all, we must have a local investigation. And you'll be surprised for you to do those investigations. All construction on the shoreline, all construction in Lekki, Ibeju-Lekki has to stop for now. Doesn't even know what we are dealing with. Nobody's interested in that. What I want to do is go and put another load on our coastal line. I'm just laughing.
Clear and present danger.
I'm just laughing because we don't know what's going on. We have not done our investigation, but we just want to keep on building. The government need to rethink. Not just about them making money and just leaving there after 8 years. The safety and the life of the people in the next 20 years, in the next 30 years. Or do we want Lagos to end in 10 years? But they're not thinking about that. So probably they should leave those communities alone and go back to their to the sea and do their breed there. 2, they should go and think about what I've said of investigating what's going on in Lagos. Is Lagos really sinking? Let's have an official take from the Lagos State government itself. All what I've said are international bodies. What is Lagos State government saying about that? Is Lagos sinking? Let's talk to the people.
Away from the demolitions, and recently the federal government introduced the cybersecurity tax. There seems to be taxes coming from this federal government, very much more burdens on the teeming poor and heavily loaded Nigerians who are feeling the brunt of the current economic and hardship. What do you say to all these tax reforms about this government?
Well, it was expected, but we that understand Tinubu's ideology when he was in Lagos State, that what he did in summary in Lagos was to tax the people more, bring in investors to do business for himself and his families, and nothing really. Taking that action to the national level, there are already taxes already from the bank alone, and the people are suffering on. And the people complain every day, but the banks seems to just keep quiet and take their mind away. Now, and there are taxes from the government itself already, which the people are suffering a lot about. There's subsidy increase, there's fuel increase, subsidy removal rather, fuel increase, food price, all these things are telling on the people. There's no way you enter transportation anywhere in Nigeria, and even with a man with money, you still have to fight with a conductor. You still have to fight with the Okada men. The 15 naira, the 100 naira addition, 20 naira addition is important to them. Whatever you are buying now is very expensive. I bought an air cream yesterday that I used to buy for 400 naira, 300 naira. It's now 1,000. I was just wondering to myself, why have I not bought it all these days? It's like I had this feeling that this thing was going to go up. Now you bought the cyber security. What does it mean? What's the cyber tax? I put my money in the bank because the bank said they are insured and they are okay. That's why our money is there for the first place. You charge us maintenance fee, you charge us VAT, you charge us SMS, you just keep charging. Tinubu should stop. Should just stop. Enough of the drama. Enough of the jokes. It's in Nigeria that people don't want to resign. If you don't know what to do, resign. I don't know why we just do this. This one is old and he should be resting. But you contested and they say you won. All right, now don't come and make sure the people are suffering. When you people, despite all what you are doing now, you got SUVs, you got yachts for yourself, for the House of Rep member, for the Senate of them are buying all these things. You have been traveling up and down in the world, and you just want to tax the people that are suffering. You should put a stop to it. We don't want to hear it. And the people should be ready to hit the street if it doesn't do that. If the federal government of Nigeria have no clue on how to move this country forward, they should resign. They are competent people. Even capitalists that are competent. We in the AAC, we believe a socialist system, we make this country better. But there are capitalists that will not be this terrible. Capitalists that will not be this terrible on the people. But why all this? Why all this taxing? For what? So they should put a stop to it. And if they do not, because we know this government, they don't really care about the people. Except people are deceiving themselves. People should care about themselves and they should hit the streets. That's it. That's the solution.
Before hitting the streets, we'll talk. I'll still take you up on that because of. But before that, there seems to be a clampdown on journalists in recent time by this government. And recently, we had the Senate President banning some television photojournalists and others from covering the sessions of the National Assembly. And we've also found some journalists being imprisoned, in detention, illegally illegal detention at this point in time. Why they clamp down on journalists at this point in time? And do you see this eroding the freedom of the press?
It's definitely taking the freedom of journalists and the press away. It's as simple as that. What is the work of this journalist? It's not to expose the truth, to open the eyes of the people. All they take around is cameras. They are not holding guns. They are voices. They are not even protesting. But because you just have a problem on the people who know what's going on in society, you want to clamp down on journalists. Why don't you clamp down on the corruption that the journalists are exposing? And people will even say, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a background in media. He has TV, he has newspapers, so he should even be the one to know better. But no, they don't want journalists that speak the truth. They want journalists that will rob the ego of the government, that will lie, that will just be snapping them and say, oh, the best of the best. That is not true journalism. True journalism is making sure they are checkmating the government. In fact, where the Senate and the House of Reps have lost their ability to checkmate the executive has been the journalists that have been doing this work for the people. So it is a disgrace that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu should even be the one doing it. A big disgrace. A man that used the back of the media to get power in Lagos, to even get this present power that I have. And this clampdown is not just on journalists, even on the people. They don't want social media to speak. They don't want media to speak. They don't want anybody to speak against them. When you are suffering, just be clapping. Journalists in Nigeria should not take it to the highest level. And all those patron journalists that are, corrupt among them, selling out their people should be exposed. You shouldn't say because you are holding the game, you should now be robbing the people with mess that you didn't take at your time. They should expose them, and they should come up. If there's a need, Omoyele was saying it in Abuja today when they had to protest for Daniel Ojukwu that journalists should black out the presidency, they should black out the Senate, they should black out the House of Reps. Why will the senator be saying that the journalists cannot cover their citizens? What are they talking about? Are they talking about their housewives? Are they talking about their girlfriends? And discussing Nigeria. You are discussing Nigeria, you are telling us we don't have the right to see what you are discussing. Who are you? Who are these people? What's wrong with them? Because they will give you power to be a senator of a area, of a zone for a few years. You feel that, oh, we are above the people. That's how they feel. It's sad and wrong.
Finally, earlier on you talked about Nigerians actually hitting the streets at the height of this crisis, but there seems to be so much docility in the land. Why started? What should be done at this point in time to reawaken that, within the minds of the people?
Yeah, I would say we need more Daniel Ojukwu journalists. We need more Sayo Shinabo. We need more Shore Omoyele. We need more Sahara reporters, objectively. Those people that are doing things differently. We need more Dejadeyanju as lawyers. Femfala and all these lawyers are doing differently. And we need more citizens. People need to step up. We need to save this country. Because this is the country we have. Even if you travel out and Nigeria is in shambles and rambles, wherever you are, you'll be looking at, wow, this is my country. Wherever I go, I'll still say I'm a Nigerian. All of us need to rise up and rally around people that are actually fighting for the people. People that are speaking to issues. Our disagreements with the government are issue-based. I'm not upset with Tinubu because of he broke my leg, or he took my glasses, or maybe we have one girlfriend that we are fighting. It is on the government. So when I'm going to fight the government on issues based, I don't have anything to fear. But we need more people. We need more people. We need more journalists. Today, journalists should protest on the arrest of Daniel Ojukwu. No journalist should be immediately. Journalists arrested. Journalists should what? Do a blackout. We're not even covering anything today. The TV station can even shut down for some time and say, okay, we're going to sacrifice today for our brother that was arrested. And the Cybercrime Act that they are even using to clamp down on people has been amended. It has been amended. So what are you doing? When they go to Abuja and they say they should bail him, they say they have been amended, but they are not working on that. You want to be bailing someone with director that has 2 lands in Abuja. All those things are terrible. So the people need to do one thing. Identify those that are standing against the government based on issues, not jamboree or stories that doesn't concern us, and stand with them. Let's fight it out to get a better society.